Alrighty. Today, I have a good feeling about getting past the first annihilation on our new player experience account. And so I did a little bit of house cleaning off stream. I built in the office. I swapped out the operators in here and whatnot already. And I did a tiny bit of farming that was nothing new in order to promote Archetto, which we're going to do right now. And we will hope that this extra power gives us what we need to finally conquer the first annihilation with what will likely be barely enough. But we're also getting more trust, and those bonuses are starting to add up. We're over 300 attack on our DPS here. We're going to get our talent here, which will be very useful, although I would really like to get this skill up, because dropping the SP down from 5 to 4 is a massive improvement in DPS. We do unlock this talent, which is or skill, which is very good. However, I'm not a huge fan of it until you get Archetto to E2. It does a lot of damage, but it's not particularly effective damage because you need to have high attack and you really want to level it up in order to get it to a state where you're getting some good value out of it. So we'll put some levels on her because she's going to be our most important DPS doing this, along with Lapland. Hopefully they will be able to survive. We also really want to get Liskarm up to E1 because my plan is to combine Liskarm and Lapland, to use Liskarm as like a SP battery where possible, so that I can start using Lapland's S2. At this skill level, the problem with this skill is that 28 to charge it, 15 seconds on an auto skill, it just has awful uptime. So a lot of people are not a big fan of Sundial and say it's trash. I don't think so. I always thought this skill was underrated and underappreciated. The main con is because of this talent, but this talent only applies when Lapland isn't doing melee damage, when it's the ranged attacks. And so right now, the tankiness and the attack and just the raw physical is going to carry us more because the armored enemies are not especially dangerous or plentiful yet. There's a lot more enemies, I think, that actually take more damage from physical at this point. So we're going to stick to using our casters, who right now is actually lava more than... ooh, I can't do that. It's lava right now more than it is Amiya, to be honest. She's still E1. We won't really be able to use her skill 2 until she's E2 anyways, which is a little inconvenient because of her talent. And also, we're just still in that stage of the game where mobbing is super common. We just keep getting overwhelmed by great numbers. So, we will see if we can do this. I'm not gonna take Chalter like I did last time, because I actually want to be able to repeat this, so that at some point in the week I can farm out that. It won't necessarily have to be on stream if it's just repetitive. Well, it'll be instantaneous anyways, but it'll burn through my sanity in an instant. So I won't bother streaming farming the annihilation, but I do want to get up some pulls because new players should be pulling on banners, but I don't advise doing it until you have 10 pulls saved. And the reason being is you want to always make sure you can hit that 10 pull guarantee if you have to. And you want to do single pulls until you get a 5-star higher, and then you want to stop. And you want to do that on as many banners as you can because it's going to maximize the efficiency of 6 stars. At some point, I might do a video where I brutally break down the math that explains it. But long story short, it's about roughly 37 pulls per 6-star using that method versus around 45 if you just save up for limited banners. And honestly, limited banners, especially for new players, are super overrated. Like, if you're targeting an op, you're going to be inefficient. You're going to end up with less overall. And obviously, gacha systems are geared towards making people do inefficient things. Who do I need? We need Fang, Lava, Cruz. I don't actually think I need Cruz, but I'll... Oh, it's Orchid. Shaw. That should be our Annihillation squad, I'm pretty sure. 2 healers, 2 tanks, AoE, Lapland, Shaw. Yeah. Get Fang out for DP. And we're immediately going to get Lapland out so she can charge her skill. We are also... I'm going to try deploying her back here because I think my stats are going to be good enough to where not having this bottom row completely covered isn't going to be an issue. I think the elite level is really going to be enough. And also hopefully some of the stat gains from well, from levels on her, but also you know, some trust from the base and whatnot. So we really should. And the talent, oh, I love it. We are already cooking. Now, if only Fang was more efficiently generating DP, that would be great. If I had a Liskarm already at E1, I would probably have Liskarm up here, and I would have Lapland back here, and I would put Fang back here. And the reason being is because Liskarm taking hits would charge Lapland's skill in addition to Lapland hitting things. And Lapland's range, even back here, is still going to hit this tile. So she would hit these tiles. I would only be losing out on this tile right here. Oh, that's right. So we are going to have a slightly different... yeah, I guess my Ansel now is probably going to be on this square facing up this way. Yeah, dude, she can do so much more work now, it's insane. And then once she's at skill level 7, it'll be even more cracked. And if I had skill 3, which I think is overrated, I think part of the reason why people underestimate Archetto is because I think too many people think that skill 3 really is her main. It gives her the range to reach down here, and in this case I would probably be using it. But I really think S1 and S2 are her defaults. But S2 takes a lot of micromanagement. It's probably her most powerful skill, but it does require like very attentive micromanagement to maximize. And so that's why I generally just use her S1. It's not... I mean, you could say it's her AFK skill and that I'm being lazy. That's not entirely true. It gives her like pseudo AoE, and it also is the most... If you don't know exactly what enemies you're going to face, it's her only skill that deals consistent damage against medium armor. So only really heavy armored guys is she not going to be effective, because... especially when she's E2, if you give her a module and upgrade her skills and whatnot, like the just damage bonus, the raw damage on that is high enough to still deal consistent damage, and her SP talent and fast attack just means she's still dealing those chonky hits like regularly. So she can kind of pseudo act as a not really as a caster, but she can cover roles that normally you would need a caster for. Actually, you know what? Her closest equivalent is probably A as S2, right? Although I think that skill's kind of hard to beat. A as S2 is a more general purpose for sure, because that'll work against any enemy in the game pretty consistently no matter what. So Archetto doesn't quite get that, and she doesn't get the true AoE. We need to get lava out here. That's actually not really the ideal deployment order, but I don't think I have to worry about ranged units attacking them. Actually, no, that's not entirely true. We do know that in the last wave, some casters are going to come out. But hopefully, with Archetto up here, she'll target them pretty effectively and just kill them quickly. That's the goal. He doesn't have any res, right? Nope, no res. 900, 1100. Actually, at some point, Shaw's going to be problematic too, because those guys are going to want to go this way, and we're going to need to kill them before they do. I might have to, we might have to try putting Amiya here. Or Cruz. Now that she has the talent, she might have the skills for it, or the damage for it. I feel like her damage would still be a little low, but we can do a little bit of trial and error. Unfortunately, it just takes a long time to find out if that'll work or not. What's Amiya's attack? 389. 292, 150, 10%. Oh. So at max level, this goes up to 20%. At 10%, I don't know if Cruz will be good enough yet. And Cruz gets a huge upgrade at max level. Oh man, so we don't have Ansel facing this way now, and the damage there is freaking brutal. Holy cow. So if this doesn't work, that might be something I have to adjust. Nuts.
弓を引いて狙いを定めて放つ。
I'm a little worried now. I'm a little worried about the last wave up here. Yeah, that's not gonna work against an armored guy. So this is to reset the aggro onto Korra, and since I have arts damage here, I'm just gonna wait for the redeployment on Mouse to come up, and then I'll swap Korra again. Because we still have Fang generating DP for us. But this will prevent guys from just wiping out Amiya.
指示をお待ちしています。あなたのお薬です。受け取ってください。私が怖いですか？弦の振動を感じて。
There we go.
怯えたりしませんから。みんな、私に続け。
And now when Korra comes back up, we'll replace Fang. And hope that we don't get wiped out. That's gonna be the strategy. Oh man. What is going on with that? Heal! Heal! Holy cow. No, he's gonna leak. Why? I still don't have the power for it. Holy cow. Lapland's gonna get killed. Man. That's over. We don't have any DP generation left. It's over! What can we do? We have a little bit of XP to work with. Our healers are dying. Archetto did not need to be in that higher spot. So we were using the weaker healing for sure. But that charges faster. I really think it was Ansel's positioning that was hurting us more, and I think boosting his will make a bigger difference, but that's still not much. Those casters are killing us. I think... Let me look at that stage real quick. Why doesn't it go there? So we could do Mouse and Shaw here. What if we do Perfumer facing this way? Oh, shoot. Perfumer maybe facing this way and covering this area. Here. I could probably do Ansel here looking up, maybe? Put Fang back here. Man, I'm really not sure if this will work. We're in like experimentation mode here. What is killing us? I have a few levels there. I have no levels here. It's not too bad to farm for. Room for growth. We are so out of money. Holy cow. And our base is not delivering on that promise. Optimize. We can't even put her in a dorm. Okay, that's not going to help us right now. Alright, I guess we'll just try malding on this a bit to see how much more I can squeeze out of this squad. This is nuts. So... Nah, screw it. We're in experimentation mode. Oh no, she actually does have to be here. Oh, that's a problem. I already feel like this is a mistake. Because So I need to kill guys over here. At some point. And I need to have our AoE over here. Okay. This will be quite experimental.
弓を引いて狙いを定めて放つ。奴らの魂が見えるぜ。すぐ私に刈り取られる運命だけどな。弦の振動を感じて貫く。怯えたりしませんから。弦には3つの選択が、敵には3種の苦難があります。さあ、あと少し。弦の振動を感じて。敵が来ます。皆さん、戦闘の準備をしてください。福音が指先に集まる。みんな、私に続け。弦の振動を感じて。みんな、私に続け。弦には3つの選択が、敵には3種の苦難があります。みんな、私に続け。弦には3つの選択が、敵には3種の苦難があります。みんな、私に続け。福音が指先に集まる。貫く。どうしてみんな仲良くできないのかな。
325, 265, 379.
みんな、私に続け。救急箱の用意はできています。弦の振動。貫く。消火器噴射します。みんな、私に続け。みんな、一緒に遊ぼう。貫く。そうだ。弓を引いて狙いを定めて放つ。貫く。消防機、みんな、私に続け。弓を引いて狙いを定め。みんな、私に続け。おバカさんたち、僕が相手だよ。福音が指先に集まる。みんな、私に続け。
It all feels so easy at this stage, and then at the very end it all collapses. Oh man.
みんな私に続け。福音が指先に集まる。みんな私に続け。ムースだって戦えます。みんな私に続け。偵察完了。敵の位置を報告します。弓を引いて狙いを定めて放つ。貫く。早く。亡霊だってお前を救えない。弦の振動を感じて。貫く。
I am definitely a little concerned about the drones, but there's not a lot I can do. Because again, covering these tiles. And it's not like I can fast redeploy and remove Fang or something. I don't have a lot of power that I can move around the map at this stage. This is what life without Texas Alter is like. To be honest, you don't even need anything close to that. For the guys that drop here, like, red is more than enough, even waifu is more than enough. But even then, probably not at Elite Zero. Should just get one-shotted, just blasted. Alright, in the home stretch. Will we make it? I don't know. Maybe I should have done 2 trading posts and 2 gold and relied on, well, that won't help. And relied more on XP from stuff like this, but nah. We'll definitely, once we get the next row, we'll prioritize the trading post for sure. And that'll be the first thing we upgrade as well. We'll upgrade the trading post before the factories. Upgrade the trading post and the gold first. Gold factories. So Archetto facing this way isn't as much as a debuff as I thought it would be. These tiles being blocked off is a little unfriendly at this level. To be quite frank. Oh no! I should have activated her skill. We have options, but
そういう香りは好き？消防規則にのっとり違反行為として処罰する。貫く。ドクター、無駄無駄。ゲームオーバー。
yeah, her skill's down now.
弓を引いて。
Oh, thank God.
放つ。貫く。
In theory, I could replace Shaw right now with Amia.
了解。
Maybe I should. Well,
消防規則
we'll
に
let
の
her
っとり
push
違反
these
行為と
guys.
して処罰する。ほら、しっかり。
Holy cow, dude, that guy hits so hard.
ここからは夫婦の戦いです。
It's insane.
弦の振動を感じて。早く。
Kill them, kill them, kill them. Kill them! Shoot faster. No!
待ってる。ゲームオーバー。
Okay,
何を待ってる。消防規則にのっとり
We
違反
are
行為として処罰する。
in an emergency. He's gonna leak. He's gonna frickin' leak. Oh my frickin' God! Oh my God!
貫く。
It's over.
福音
It is
の指
over.
先に集まる。
Oh my God! Oh, we are so close. Why? It feels so unfair.
みんな、待機。
I'm so mad. I'm so mad that I'm gonna end it here.
みんな
Not,
お疲れ様。
not just this
ゆっ
run.
くり休んで。
Oh my freaking God. We literally don't have the stats for this. It's that simple. There's like not room for optimization. Holy crap. I feel like one more skill, which we can farm out. What were our biggest problems? So I think setting up Shaw and Mouse at the top there, that was working. Fang didn't get overrun. Archetto did not have the DPS, that was a problem. Our tank was dying at the bottom, Kuora. That is still a huge problem. What's she get at E1? %6 defense. That might be enough. We don't have the LMD for that. Oh my gosh. I'm so disappointed right now. It's insane. So I have to make a choice, which is unfortunately very boring. And that's just that we need something to for levels, and right now we're LMD restricted. That's not going to help us much. I can't do much with Liskarm right now. Getting her to E1 is too expensive. I probably can't even do that today, which sounds insane. Like, these bats look so cheap to me. But what do we have sanity potion wise? One sanity potion, a big one. And there's a very real possibility that we'll level up as well while trying to get improvements. But I really have to be tactical here. Oh, you know what we need is a level 2 workshop too, so that I can make those frickin' skill books. If I can make and not have to farm those skill books, then that will save me a lot. What do I need for level 2 workshop? 3 of those. Do I have any? No. Will I farm them?
おかえり、ドクター。
Because that'll get me skill books. Because I can refine these into those level 2 skill books. And these are daily mission reward. The less I have to spend sanity farming, the better. But I am still going to need a decent amount of these level 1 books. I just don't want to. I don't want to waste sanity farming the low efficiency farming stages. And these. 2-9. How far away are we from 2-9? I know this stage. I know this stage because I literally just did it on my main account to farm for Cutter's module, I think. I think this will be fine. We will go back down to just one tank. No spoilers, and we'll wait on that, actually. Kill, 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 kill. For the love of God, kill. Holy shit. So the pusher here is just to prevent Lapland from taking as much damage from the bigger guys. When you shift them, shift is one of the few things that interrupts attacks, even tiny little shifts. It actually interrupts attacks more effectively normally than even stun. I really should make sure that if I do something semi-big brain that I talk about what it is. Shaw doesn't have a healer, which is going to kill me there, but that's fine. That's fine because our Lapland didn't die. That's what matters. Not super easy. I also am not really sure why I left Shaw in my group. Oh, that's why, I guess. Yeah, that's fine. It's actually, you could put a pusher here too and push them off there, but what we're going to do is we're probably going to put Lapland here. We'll put Archetto here. Now maybe we'll put Amiya here. Maybe I'll put Lapland here so I have room for a tank facing up. It's a little less optimal, but it gives me options for if things do not go the way I would hope. Yep. Obviously, they described that this tile increases our push force.
物を見つけました。弦の振動を感じて。みんな私に続け。弦の振動を感じて。貫く。弦の振動を感じて。わかりました。福音が指先に集まる。みんな私に続け。
And that should get us past this stage, I think. I can't imagine anything coming in that will get through our castle here. These guys are pretty chonky, but Sha'll just push them off. Alright, and this should be the stage we need. And we're going to do the exact same thing, but I am going to probably change where Fang and what's her face are. Fang and Plume.
諸君、君らの顔なんて覚えてられないけど、まあ行こうか。獲物を見つけました。福音が指先に集まる。承知しております。貫く。弦の振動を感じて。これが戦場というものね。
Well, we know what they changed.
福音が指先に集まる。みんな私に続け。貫く。弦の振動を感じて。みんな私に続け。
An Archetto out there just doing work.
敵には3種の苦難があります。君にできるかな。弦の振動を感じて。みんな私に続け。消化を完了しました。いつでも撤収できます。
There's the level we were semi-expecting. Oh, we got 3 of these. So I might only need 1 more. That's a really valuable resource up there too.
よし。医薬品の準備は揃いました。
Tier 3 ore iron. We don't need that just yet, but we will need it for skill level 7s.
貫く。怖くはないわ。弦には3つの選択が、敵には3種の苦難があります。貫く。みんな私に続け。福音が指先に集まる。貫く。消防規則にのっとり違反行為として処罰する。 もうちょっとで僕に勝てるかもしれないよ。弓を引いて狙いを定めて放つ。みんな私に続け。ホームラン
Indeed. We only got one of them. I think we need 6 of these. Means we need one more. Man, the sanity cost is so high for what we're getting, though. 12 sanity for this stage.
諸君、君らの顔なんて覚えてられないけど、まあ行こうか。現には3つの選択が、敵には3種の苦難があります。貫く。
This is the sort of thing where, like, these mats, these tier 1 and tier 2s you usually get from friend certs. So it is definitely advantageous to not do what I'm doing right now and to just go to, like, even if it's just like a tracker, and add everyone you see in there and try to fill up your friends list as quickly as possible. And every few days clear out the inactives and add new ones till you have a full roster of basically daily active players. And then you'll get, generally you can get, you know, 500 to 700 friend certs a day. And that keeps your tier 1s and tier 2s like permanently topped off. Unless you're constantly refining them into tier 3 and higher. But I normally only do that when I need to. And it just makes it so that when you're an endgame player, like building operators at these levels is like, you don't even have to think about it. Like E0 to E1 is like an instant thing, and normally so is all the way up to skill level 7. Maybe you farm chips occasionally, but we got 3 of them again. Okay, so if you get 3 on this stage, 12 cost isn't that bad. Actually, that's a decent... That might not be super inefficient, to be frank. Trust improvement. Oh man, we need that. Boy, do we need that.
Resources received.
And I need money. It'll be a while before we have those. And my dorms go so slow. I have no furniture. 0. I have default. So my dorms are... What is the base? What am I getting right now? 1.6? That's... Yeah, oh, but with no... No, that is with this taken into account. Yeah. Because you can go, whatever the base amount is, you can double it with furniture, but you have to upgrade your dorm in order to get the base amount higher so that your furniture can push it higher. And one of the issues with upgrading dorms with low-level bases is they require power that you want to allocate elsewhere early on. So it really is, you know, quantity over quality right now is the name of the game. I was looking at this. Our metal production wasn't as good, but that was probably my fault. That was probably operators like running out of morale and stuff like that. I don't think that our production was really inferior. But this first day to second day, man, that was huge gains. But we did, even though this dropped here, we did start getting a lot more XP. So I'm actually surprised at these numbers. They're all better than I was expecting. But it's still a drop in the bucket compared to what I am used to. So... Because normally I get, you know, 50 to 60k LMD per day and 30k experience, so... We are well below. Actually, it's more. This is more like 34, 35k per day. So we can do Archetto skill here. And there's no way when we get our office up, like just doing the dailies, like you accumulate those level 1 books like crazy. And so this is really expensive to farm for where we're at right now. This isn't too bad, but this is really high. But we can just let that trickle in. This higher damage should help. Did this drop down? Oh no, it drops down next level. Oh my gosh. We really need that upgrade. We really need that upgrade. Who can I elite 1 that would really help? Our tanks were dying, which was resulting in Lapland dying. But I really don't want to E1 Kuora. I would way rather, she's cheaper, but I'd way rather do Lisgarm to get her talent, which then I can use to charge Lapland. I can also... That's too expensive. So expensive. Everything feels so expensive. I have a little bit of gold. That's just not enough. We can get that to 15 though, so that it doesn't trigger our weird number brain. A little bit more damage. I think the extra damage on this will probably make a good... It might be enough to prevent that leak on the left. But I'm pretty sure... I'm sure this will. Dropping that down one, that I mean, we're talking actually more than 20% DPS improvement from this. And that's massive, massive gain. Our bottom's still getting overwhelmed. We could... I mean, I don't actually think this skill is... I think we're better off, because she's a splash caster, really with just base stats, hitting harder. But that's not a whole lot harder. That would be a whole lot harder. Oh, God. What do we do? J. No, we can't use J. It's Annihillation. We'll run out of DP. Oh, man. What to do? We can't do anything with that. Levels don't really help. You do more damage, but that's not really an issue. Mouse E1. No, we were doing okay at the top, though. I will say, though, our healing is still a little bit sketchy. $3 to get her to 4. Huge drop in SP cost on her skill 1. What about base stats? That's pretty small. Her upgrades have a very kind of like cumulative effect. So Ansel's gonna get stats faster. I mean, in the long run, Perfumer's healing will way outpace Ansel, but it takes so long for the stats to really ramp up, and it's kind of the burst that's that endangers Mouse, But it's Perfumer that was, well, not in the last run. Last run it was Ansel that was keeping the bottom alive, and he collapsed. Which healer is carrying harder? Or do we just farm levels for Liskarm? Cora. That's not enough to keep her alive. Man. We could try Lapland's skill too. I just think that it will not be enough. But it does do the 2 separate hits. Versus 1. And so even though the uptime is crap, we'll try it. I mean, we're already getting overrun. We'll try that. We'll try... We weren't using Amia. We're still using Lava. These 2 are our DPS facing down. Oh, she's gonna lose out on the defensive bonus, though. But we can place her behind. That's the trade-off with, man. So healers, the choice that I have then is putting our stuff into healers or leveling Liskarm. A talentless Liskarm, that's the problem. Man, all of our problems, not really, but a good amount of our problems get solved with this. And even this skill here would actually really help, because the stun is less of an issue when Lapland is behind her. Man. Man. So we will do... It's only like 5 attack, that's the thing. Of course that's, 10. And not AoE. Sheesh! Alright. We just do not have the resources. We have to farm something. We have to farm... What am I actually running out of? Money. By a lot. So, this is unfortunate, but we'll still stay away from that for now. Hopefully this will give us the money we need. The money we need, and then we can go try one more game.
敵には3種の苦難があります。ほら頑張れ。もうちょっとで僕に勝てるかもしれないよ。わかりました。現には3つの選択が、敵には3種の苦難がある。貫く。ここにいたのね。みんな私に続け。皆さんが私のことを信じてくれてますから。
Mission accomplished.
消化は完了しました。いつでも撤収できます。おかえり、
Okay.
ドクター。
We still run out of LMD. We even run out of XP, but just barely on that. Oh man. It does get us there. Probably not enough to survive. I think. If she's facing south, I feel like the herds should still be getting thinned more. If enough of those enemies die, they won't be wailing on our units. Is lava our optimal choice? I mean, maybe it's DPS that we need. Well,
Thank you.
we'll do that for now. Because it's one of our cheaper options. And we will go back in here. Oh, you know what? How did I not think of that sooner? That gives us an extra deployment slot. The healing is not much. But by gummit, it might be enough. I want to think about something. Strategy meeting. So, Shaw, mouse. I could put... I want to maximize healing overlap where possible. That might just not be possible. The other option is I could put Perfumer here, facing up. Shaw. Because these guys aren't tanking a ton of damage. But then our tank misses out on double healing. Now here's an idea. I put Perfumer here, facing up, maybe? And then Shaw won't be covered. But if I place Shaw first, Shaw won't get targeted. So still thinking. That way, Archetto is double covered. I have Archetto like this. I can still put them facing this way. That covers, right? 1, 2, yeah. And then activated skill, they're covered. And hopefully Mouse stays alive. And I keep forgetting I have the extra heal. .43 healing. Oh, I just realized I still have skill 1 there. Come on, give me DP. Give me DP. Oh man. I'm so spoiled by my vanguards. I do love me vanguards.
貫く福音が指先に集まる
What's our attack up to? 682.
奴らの魂が見えるぜすぐ私に刈り取られる運命だけどな福音が指先に集まる貫く福音が指先に集まる
Come on, Fang, give us some DP.
弦のし貫く何をもエームオーバー弓を引いて狙いを定めて放つみんな
That was close. That was too close for comfort. Oh my goodness. So now the question is, which way do we heal? I think we do it this way. Because at the end, our tank collapsing was nearly a universal truth. And up here, it was close. It was really on the edge, but I think as long as I don't miss activating Anzel's skill, Mouse will be fine. Also, Kuara's skill. 30% defense, that brings her to somewhere around like 500. And Mouse's skill does... upgrading Mouse's skill makes her so much tankier too. I mean, right now, that's what makes her not die when Liskarm was getting just annihilated. Enfeeble is, people might not know this, but Enfeeble is like one of the strongest debuffs in the game. It's more efficient than Sanctuary, because Sanctuary only affects the damage you take, Enfeeble affects their attack. And so the damage you take, especially with physical damage, it's subtracted by your defense, and what's left over is what Sanctuary applies to. So you're always getting debuffed by your defense on the effectiveness of Sanctuary. But no matter what their attack is, you're reducing that before it even hits your defenses. It makes no difference for arts, the way the calculations work, but for, like, Patriot, for instance, reducing his attack by, like, 10 or 20% is the amount of damage that a tank will take from that. It's like, they might take half... you know, half the damage. Something crazy like that, just from reducing their attack by like 10%, depending on what their armor is and stuff like that. So Patriot, if he hits for 2,000, right, and you reduce it by 10, that brings it down to 1,800. So if you had like 1,500 defense with the skill up, each of his hits, he deals 4 hits, you're taking 500 damage each, and then you reduce it by, so that would come out to 2,000 damage. If you reduced his attack by 10%, now you're taking, it's the 1,800, 15, so 300 times 4 is 12, so you're taking like 40% less damage in that scenario, for instance. So Enfeeble is incredibly strong.
みんな私に続け
And what do they call it? They don't call it Enfeeble here, but that's what this is.
弦の振動を感じてみんな私に続け弦の振動を感じて救急箱のよみんな
She's
私に
doing
続
alright.
け弦の振動を感じて貫く
I gotta watch it, man. This is the last 100 enemies. I need to keep an eye on Mouse's health and Kuora's health. Well, maybe a little less, because we got, Kuora's kind of shorn up there.
みんな私に続けどいたどいた貫く指示をお待ちしています福音が指先に集まる
Man, Mouse really deserves an E1. She's,
みんな
she's
ムースだって
she's so good.
あなたのお薬です受け取ってください
I hope I just didn't, like, blow that too early. I mean, Perfumer, if I trigger her skill or her
問
talent,
題ないわ落ち着いて
helps a bit. Those guys hit freaking hard, man.
消防規則にのっとり違反行為として処罰する貫く何をもゲームオーバー弓を引いて
So we're about to go into the last 50.
みんな私に続け
We are still really on the edge stat-wise
指示
here.
をお待ちしていますあなたのお薬です受け取ってください落ち着いてみんな私に続け弓を引いて狙いを定めて放つ早くゲームを
I think he's still gonna leak. I don't think she's gonna kill him fast enough. Yeah.
ご命令を
Oh my god. Actually, he took more damage when we're facing this way. Which makes his whole run at this point pointless. But if he's the only leak, that's what we need to see now. Is he gonna be the only leak?
ほらしっかり皆様お気をつけてください緊急治療なら私にお任せください弓を引いて狙いを定めて放つ救急箱あなたのお薬です受け取ってください亡霊だってお前を救えないさ貫く福音が指先に集まるドクター僕と遊ぼう問題不要確かに貫く福音が
He's probably gonna be the only leak. Man, if that's the only thing we really need to shore up. It comes down to still having an issue with Ansel's position. Man!
お疲れ様でした無理をせず少し休んでくださいね
So disappointing. It's so annoying. We're like right
ドクター
there, right on the brink. And that little bastard is cucking us. And I do not know what to do about it. Oh, it's such a unique challenge to not have the resources. Who can I even raise that would make a difference for that? I mean, in theory, we could still just not complete this and farm these out. But the week is not over. So we are probably... I don't think we can get that today. I think we're screwed on Annihillation once again. I cannot believe this. I thought for sure we would have it. But there's just, like... I can't reduce the number of units I have. I don't have the damage on the center to kill everything coming through there with less units. And that means I can't dedicate DPS to that one guy that takes an abnormal path. I can't move the whole formation because then I won't have enough to the left, because then I won't have enough healing. And there is that group on the right that takes that little C path into the blue box. So no matter what, I have to be able to cover both of those areas, and having Archetto just deal DPS there was kind of the plan, but the problem is she's getting distracted by the operators closest to the blue box, which isn't the guy that just walks around in the other direction. And so that is causing us problems. Problems that I really don't like, because I don't know how to solve at my current power level. Like, it seems like a fundamental unsolvable issue because I'm already using up all of my deployment slots. So if I remove one of the people there, we get leaks, we get deaths. I have to use the 2 healers. I can't go down to 1. I can't get that extra DPS spot. I'm already using a doesn't count towards deployment healer with the robot just to keep Cora alive. Mouse is living, though. None of the guys are leaking this way. It's just that one asshole that does this right here. And my DPS unit here is shooting this way because the enemies are walking towards the blue box. And I can't have them actually prioritize this enemy. They will prioritize a little bit more if I move her up here, because she won't be able to shoot down here, and some of the enemies that stack up there she just won't shoot. And the other thing is, in that other game where I had Archetto facing this way, right, she was also, just because the splash, just because she couldn't shoot the tiles down here, the splash damage was dealing more, but he was still leaking. And so, at a high enough damage value, like if Archetto were, you know, let's say level like 50, actually levels is not making that much of a difference there. If she were skill level 7, and these splashes were way more powerful, because that's the main thing that we're gaining. Like 80 to 85, yeah, that's more damage. But the enemies we're hitting aren't especially armored, but the splashes, right? Like 80 to 85 is like a, I don't know, a 7% damage improvement. But 30 to 35, I mean, that's like 15% more damage. And that's to the other 3 targets. That's times 3. So it's really that splash damage that gets improved the most by these skill upgrades, and by just like a lot more. A lot more. Oh, you know what? I can only store 1 charge, though. That is not good enough. The other thing is, if we had this skill higher, potentially I could use this skill, and because I can control it, it'd be more likely to hit that guy. But the attacks are much weaker, and I'm pretty sure he has some armor. Not a lot, but I'm pretty sure those guys have some armor. I think they actually have, like, resistance. Those are, I should be able to see the enemies. These guys, right? Yeah. Oh, they have, like, no defense, but yeah, they have good resistance. So Archetto is the right unit for the job. In a way. I can't, you know, moving lava over there, she'll barely tickle this guy. Archetto will actually put hurt on him We just need to actually frickin' hit the guy. Oh, she actually... You know what? Maybe lava is not doing as much work as I think. Let me look at the armor here. Oh, but the weenies don't have any res. So these guys, Archetto does work on. Dude, maybe... Maybe instead of lava, I should be using cruise. Alright. Another theory craft. We already have crews in the group. And yeah, I think it's actually better off with Lapland that we're using S1 still. We're being stubborn now at this point. This is like my pride is now in the way. Oh my god. Oh, the other thing is, hold on, if Lapland's up here, I think she reaches that tile. Do we hope that our old configuration with Lapland in front is tanky enough? And then cruise. Alright. What are my confidence levels? That is a difficult question. However... Alright. We will get it this time. I can feel it. And by feel it, I mean I have about 20% confidence. This is bull. I don't feel like I struggled on this that much as a newbie, but I know when I started playing this game, I was not very consistent playing it every day. And for sure, that would mean that when I would play, you know, my base would always be like completely drained and whatnot. And, like the resources you get are slower for sure. Like you're not being efficient. However, there's more time between each session. So even though like that, if you just count up the days, it would look like it's more efficient because even though it's been like weeks and you've barely made any progress, if you're only playing like, you know, every third or fourth day or something like that, right? But every time you're playing like your base is been completely farmed until every operator has 0 morale. You're not restricted as much by running out of daily or weekly mission rewards that are easy to farm. So, I don't know, some of the later rewards are like really good, so I don't know. I definitely feel though that my mauled meter was less intense. Man, I have... Oh, man. I don't like this.
私に続け。消防規則にのっとり違反行為として処罰する。
I'm not sure if they'll get targeted or not, but at least they'll be able to hit this square, and I'm gonna put crews there. Facing... maybe this way.
みんな、私に続け。
No, we can't get away with that.
貫く。どいたどいた。ゲンには3つの選択。貫く。 こちらに火が来ます。皆さん準備してください。みんな、私に続け。
Maybe.
ゲンには3つの選択が。 敵には3種の苦難があります。
Well, you know what we could do is that if they survive, if they could survive, and maybe cruise, because all of these guys and everyone that comes out of here, none of them have defense, and so even though lava AOE, if she really wasn't dealing enough damage, particularly to the stronger guys that are putting the hurt on them. It's her defense. You see, I'm not actually sure our defenders are being all that helpful right now because their defense scaling is not that crazy yet. But there's also the possibility that I'll have issues back here. Yeah, I think we messed up. Who died? Oh, they killed my frickin' healer. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it! Damn it! Yeah, we have to put someone there. Oh my god. My geared. Can I do anything about it? I can. This is temporary. I can't believe I got away with that. Oh, I was so sure that I wouldn't have the damage for that. She might die. It's a race now.
ドクター、私はここに。
And I just realized I have no healing over here. This setup's not gonna work. So perfume really does work better here. And then he could have been down here going this way. That is so much, and then skill to hit that. Hopefully that would be enough to keep her alive, though.
どんな戦いになるかしらね。ここにいたのね。貫く。狙ってー。かしこみんな、私に続け。狙ってー。貫く。こちらに開きます。皆さん準備してください。
My confidence is so if I was at 20% before, I feel like I'm at 18% confidence now. Ah!
問題ないわ。
Oh, I can't even see potential level in game.
みんな、私に続け。福音が指先に集まる。貫く。狙ってー。みんな、私に続け。消火器噴射します。貫く。消防規則にのっとり違反行為として処罰する。貫く。
So if this doesn't go over well, we'll analyze where things failed. I think Mouse's next skill level is pretty cheap and pretty meaningful because it improves her debuff.
作戦準備をお願いします。
Art scaling isn't, it's like linear, so stats are less meaningful. So her skill upgrade, the debuff, is way more meaningful when we get those, or if the SP drops. Those are the things we really care about, because that improves her skill up time.
問題ほら、しっかり。みんな、私に続け。ここにいたのね。
I was worried Mouse would die there. Oh, there's a freaking armored dude on the bottom. That's gonna... Lapland's gonna go down.
ここが僕のホームだよ。ここだよ。貫く。現には3つの選択が、敵には3種の苦難があります。指示をお待ちしています。はい、あなたの考えてよ。確かに指示を。あなたのお薬です。受け取ってください。そうだ。弦の振動を感じて。
That's a leak. And he still makes it through. And we have no more DP.
無駄無駄。現には3つの選択が、敵には3種の苦難があります。
And so, that freaking one armored guy totally destroyed the whole reason of having Cruz here.
狙ってドクター、私はここに。私たちにお任せください。
And this, the healing configuration here ended up being stupid too.
狙って貫く。落ち着いて。はーい。一歩も引かないよ。
Jesus Christ. Lava is probably still our best option here.
ここに貫く。
There is just not a lot of room for me to fix this. I hate thinking that the only solution is frickin' levels. But I cannot find any way around it.
おかえり、ドクター。
Products resources received.
おかえり、ドクター。
We are probably stuck just farming LMD for levels. I think that's as far as we're gonna get.
つがえてあります。
It's so frustrating. Oh my gosh.
みんな、私に続け。弓を引いて、狙いを定めて、放つ。みんな、私に続け。この程度のスピードで、私に勝てるとでも。
I'm just banging my head against stat check walls right now. Being stubborn, something that is a lot more overcomeable when your operators are E1 and skill level 7. I think that's why so many of the low tier guides, even with 3 stars, it's like, it's always 3 stars, but they're E1, max level, max trust, max potential, skill level 7. And like compared to anything that I have right now, that just blows me out of the water. I mean, if I had like just a 3-star squad, but they're the 3 stars in my main account, it would be no contest. I'd one-shot that stage. Like Cruz's damage would be crazy on where Archetto is currently. And actually, is that even what I would put there? Now I'm questioning that.
貫く。主の祝福があらんことを。弓を引いて、狙いを定めて、放つ。
How would I kill that guy in the left with a 3-star only squad? That is an interesting question. I mean, physical damage is the ideal type. But I guess, you know, like a maxed out Lava, a maxed out Cruz. Cruz would probably be enough. And Lava would be killing the other guys fast enough. But I would have a Midnight instead of a Lapland. And Midnight, I would have to activate his skill on the shield guard. That would be the main change up, and his attack would be not as high as Lapland's with her skill 1. But Spot would be tankier than anything I have right now, and he would have a heal available for burst healing. And that would make a meaningful difference as well. And I'd have to use Melantha instead of Mouse. Well, Pusher wouldn't be an option. I might even have to use just normal damage up there. Alright. Well, Liskarm would help a lot. And we need more damage as well. We just need more of everything. We just need more. She'll continue building trust. I'll continue building trust. That is unobtainium right now. Oh my gosh. Promoting her is expensive because I need to farm those. So we could get DP faster. That's not too expensive. We're not using her at all at the moment. That's not very meaningful. Is there any bet right now that is better than Liskarm? That is the question. I have the mat for that, just not the book. Okay. More stats on our healers, obviously, just make everything go more smoothly. But oh man, I never thought a skill level 4 would feel expensive. What do we get? Bit more resistance. Bit more attack. Reduced by 1, that's always good. Where are we at trust-wise? Plus 20. What do we need for elite? It's too bad that all we get is stats out of her. I can't do much with that. Although her range gets improved. All I can think to do is to boost Liskarm. J. If J were E1, he could kill that little bastard. But we would have to not leak elsewhere. Levels. Ansel potentials would be nice too. These two right here. Attack and talent. We're not going to be using crews. We have to have arts down there. Well, if Lapland was using that skill, maybe not. But we hella need a Liskarm for that. I don't know. I don't think I can get away from having to invest more in Liskarm. Level-wise, at least. Because for the others, what we need isn't so much levels. We need skills. We need this. which we don't have. We're nowhere near having that because the 8 books. We need this, which we're closer to because we can farm 1/7. We have sanity. I could farm 1/7 right now. I could farm those books, but it's probably better for me to farm base materials. My dorms are kind of struggling to keep up.
Lotus の皆さん、話しやすいのかな。この部屋にはお主に降りかかる厄災が潜んでおるように見える。わらわが力になってやってもよいぞ。
Our dorms are a struggling. We got nothing. Do we even have furniture parts? Oh, we do. But we'll save up. We'll save up to be able to buy like a proper theme. I don't have those yet. Oh, do I have, I don't know if I got more of these. Nope. Nope, we are still starving there.
Cancelled.
Alright. Our operators are going to run out of sanity, or out of morale, and freeze up before tomorrow. So our production won't be completely efficient, which is unfortunate. What I can do though, where is it? We'll run one of these to burn the last of our sanity. We will save up our potion for now, because all I can do with it at this moment is just farm. And farming is kind of boring.
Mission accomplished.
Always nice to get 2 of those. Alright, I think that's all we can do for now, which is unfortunate. I was hoping again to push a little bit deeper, but we just we're getting so close. But the level of optimization, there's just not, it's not that there's no room for error, it's that like perfection is still not yet good enough. There's still plenty of operators that it would be nice that I would like to have and don't, We're still lacking a Myrtle, but we're just going to make do with Fang. I'm not even really pressing to get her. This should get us... Well, we might get unlucky. And I can't expedite that. This could give us a gray. But I think I can also get a click from... No, I can't get a click from it. Click is stun, I think, or crowd control or something like that. Man, it'd be nice. Gray is just going to be... I can throw him in the base, but that's about it. But that's... whatever. We would like a click. But click is a down-the-road investment. Even if I had him, I wouldn't be building him right off the bat. Because like I said, I kind of have to do Amia for later. And Lava is just because AoE is just so important right now. And I'm not really feeling like investing in Gitano when Lava's cheap, and we can use her in IS. She's not amazing, like Stewart is really a more optimal choice, but we're not going to build him until way later. Actually, on this account, we might not build him at all, but for integrated strategies, Stewart is the best option. Because everyone starts out with the Amia, though. It's like a tough sell. He has a really simple kit, but again, like with the 3 stars, the main point at which they shine, they get their second talent upgrade at E1 level 55, and then at skill level 7. But his whole thing is he just has a hard hit. Every 4 attacks. I think this only drops from 5 to 4, which isn't that crazy of an upgrade. I mean, the damage goes up with every skill, but only getting 1 skill decrease. Maybe it's 3, maybe it's every 4th hit. I don't know, that'd be a lot better. Beagle you never need. Beagle's pretty much pointless, because who you actually want out of all the 3-star defenders, the only one worth their salt is Spot, and even then really only because of integrated strategies. And you can use him for other stuff. It's not that he isn't useful, but Gummy is pretty much like mandatory unless you get like a Neural or Saria early on, and we don't have that. But we'll get a Gummy before we need her. I think it's chapter 5, maybe chapter 4, that it actually starts becoming required to have a healing defender, somewhere in that range. And it'd be insane to go that long and not have a Gummy, because we are going to be doing some pulls once we have 6,000. It'd be nice to do some now, but I don't want to risk not being able to make it to the guarantee. So, and I said I wasn't going to spend any Originium Prime. But I would guess that most people would be spending this by now. I mean, in theory, you know, I could be farming XP and I could be just elite oneing my whole squad with OP, and I'd probably, might spend 10 OP to do that or something like that. I could make so much progress. But I didn't want to have to lean on that for a resource, because I kind of wanted to... The objective with this account was to really have to think about Arknights with the scarcity of a new account, and not having the levels and elite and skills, having to grind through all of that and still progress as far as possible in the story while you have the least amount. Because new players are going to be in the same boat, and they can obviously choose to use these. But if this is an account that I know I'm not going to play long term, it biases me towards treating Orundum differently, and I don't want to do that. So it's kind of the logic behind my decision to not spend any of this and just see what I can do with the base and other things, because other people might choose to to use it differently than me, whether that's on skins or limited banners or whatnot. And in this case, we're just going to be trying to maximize our resources. Ugh. And that means that we don't really care if a banner is limited or not. We're going to pull on any banner that we can, so long as there's a guarantee on it, because half of the operators we're going to get are going to be off banner anyways. And even then, you know, I think it's a pretty normal experience just to have 1 6-star for like a month or a month and a half. I remember when I first started out, like, I did not have... It was a while before I had even a second 6-star. Although I really did start getting them at quite the rate once I got past the first, you know, 2. Because I just had Hoshi. I didn't have any shininess in my account. I had Hoshi in Texas. And I didn't have the vouchers. I don't think they gave the 5-star vouchers right away, because I don't really remember having a whole lot back then. And so I had the Hoshi and the and Texas, and then I got a Silver Ash early on. And I remember being so happy about that, but Silver Ash is pretty worthless until E2. So I have a Silver Ash with S1. S1 Silver Ash. Lords feel really like mediocre at this point. Like Lapland. Lapland is good because Lapland is good at every elite level. That's one of the things I brought up. Why Lapland? You know, there's other ops that, you know, maybe I could have for longer into the end game. Like Telopsis, arguably Warfarin, arguably Shamir. But these are operators that, like, take so long before they're going to pay off for me. And so, yeah, it just, as far as I'm concerned, you know, like, Lapland was the best option to be one operator that I could rely on at every elite level, is pretty good at everything, and even in the end game, you'd still use her for stuff. Like, she never completely falls off, and she looks cool, and she's useful in a mid-tier base combo. So it was kind of like there's no big downside, and that's really what we're looking for. Anyways, I literally can't do anything else at this point unless I burn my sanity potion, but I think we'll use that when I feel like I'm on the cusp of greatness somewhere else. But I don't know, I might just end up using it off stream for farming, because the plan was to complete an annihilation, to just get it, to collect all the rewards. And we're close, but no cigar on that. We are so close, and yet so far away. And then that would unlock the next... that unlocks the next, our Ursus. We can't even see it. Not Ursus, it's Lungman. We can't even look at it. Oh, I have to get past... Didn't I do 2-8? What? What? I'm literally on the level that I have to get past for that to unlock. Well, I guess that's what the red is for. Huh. Hey! This looks familiar. I know exactly this stage. That's crazy. Oh, man. Nostalgia. I'm, like, instantly hit by nostalgia looking at that stage. Yeah. Well, I can't quite do that yet. But I think we'll be prepared when we go to it tomorrow.